Is any just the Pac-12 race and the fact that you're this close because you dropped a few, et cetera? Do you guys consider that, or is it more just overall kind of?
I mean, hey, of course. I mean, anytime you have a chance to compete for a championship, you consider it. You know, I mean, obviously, it's, fortunately for us, it's not the BCS where only a few teams get into the tournament. So, obviously the ultimate goal is to get the NCAA tournament and play as long as you can. But, yeah, if there's a championship on the line, we're going to compete for it.
Part of the approach looked a lot like being aggressive in the paint, 40 paint points, forced 20-plus fouls against them. Was that part of the game plan coming in?
That's our game plan for us every night. I mean, that's not. I mean, we like to, whether we attack the paint on penetration, transition, a post up, we love to do that. So we want to establish our kind of our advantages, and I think our guys did a good job of that today. When Umar plays with the effort energy he has the past couple of games, I mean, we're a different team.
Did that exceptionally well tonight, or is it just?
Yeah, I mean, I think the guards are, I thought Pella and Caleb did a really good job just kind of settling into the game and not trying to do too much. Sometimes you have really good experienced players, they get in those games, and, they're good enough players that they have some freedom, so maybe they take advantage of it sometimes. But today, I think they really settled in and played great team basketball.
Like Kylan was driving the lane and being more aggressive tonight. I know you talked about that after the Oregon game. Is that the type of game you want to see from him?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we love Kylan when he's doing that. I mean, I think that's an area he could continue to grow. Just and then the more experience he gets doing that, the more experience he gets making real game decisions. And the decisions weren't always perfect today, but as he gets the experience, they'll get better.
You noted that you're a little hard on yourself not getting Paulius and Conrad on Phil as many minutes as you'd like him.
I mean, of course, I'd like to get him more minutes, but ultimately, we're trying to build this team to win a championship. So sometimes I got to make tough decisions, and those guys are really good players, and it doesn't do them justice just to go in at the end of a game, But they've both been practicing really well. Conrad's made tremendous strides in practice. I mean, I think every one of our guys would tell you that he's a pain in the ass.
Is it hard though? When you have to, the way the transfer portal is these days, do you have to keep guys like that happy, or you just figure that's the way it goes? I mean, like with the way Don went.
I have a job to do the best job I can for the University of Arizona with this basketball program. So you have to make tough choices, and we have great kids, and we have honest conversations with them, and I think Steve Kerr was one of the smartest guys I know, and he had a player complaining about his role, and Steve's like, well, I was unhappy for 15 years in the NBA with my role. I mean, it's when it's a high level competitive game, and unfortunately you can't make everybody happy or satisfied.
Point about the team basketball, I think there were 4 or 5 guys with 4 assists, or 3 assists, 6 guys with 4 more rebounds, including guys off the bench. Is it important that the ones that are coming off the bench, if they're not scoring, that they're doing something to?
Well, yeah, everyone has different strengths and weaknesses and what they can bring to the table, and ultimately we want to put people in the position they're playing to their strengths. And I thought they did that tonight. And for us, ball movement and player movement kind of help us, negotiate that and find other teams' weaknesses. I thought we had a few really good possessions tonight where it was, maybe it felt like a broken play, but it ended up with a really solid decision. And I think KJ was the recipient of one and made a 3 kind of right in front of me in that second half. And that was kind of my highlight of the day.
Can you talk about the job Keshad did defensively with Cowston scoring? I mean, the guy's been averaging 21 points on the road, shooting a high efficiency.
He's a really good player, and they're asking him to do a lot, and I know last game, it looked like he had some cramping issues. I don't know, so, listen, I'm not saying we did anything crazy on him today, but we switched some stuff up a little bit, and I really wanted to challenge Keshad with that matchup, and obviously we had Pella in our back pocket if it didn't work out, but I thought Keshad did a great job, and he's really kind of coming into his own as a player, and I mean he has, you're kind of expecting this production every night from him on the offensive end, and he plays great defense.
You mentioned Umar getting back to that level, playing harder. Do you feel like he's back at the kind of level he can be at, and if so, what's kind of been the key to get him there?
I mean, I think his key just comes down to energy, effort, and outworking people. I mean, when you put energy and effort with that force and that mass, I mean, that's a problem. And he did it today. I thought he played a really clean game. I mean, I thought he really did. I mean, I think, he was really difficult for them to handle today.
Thoughts on just he misses a free throw, fans are cheering. I mean,
great.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, like you know the deal. Hey, Arizona's a special place. And we talked about this a couple press conferences ago. I think the press conference you skipped, Bruce. So you might not have caught this. Some teams have followers, we got fans, and our fans are participating with our program, and that's what makes this place special. And I know the university might be going through some tough times and some changes, but this place is an effing awesome place, and it's special.
Something you had mentioned at a previous press conference, that you, looking at Stanford, you wonder why they hadn't won more games after the last time you played them. What have you seen from them since? And
I mean, they're a good team. They're dangerous. I mean, I watch them on film, and I'm not comfortable, and so we got to figure out, in the next, what do we got, 48 hours to prepare, how to come out and play a better game against them than we did last time. And I mean, hopefully they got our guys' attention this time around.
Good that you didn't have to have Caleb have a great game to do as well as you did, or he was just another dude in the lineup.
Yeah, I think that's really, for me, that's really cool. I mean, I don't mind Caleb having good games, but I thought his 36 points at Oregon was tremendous because I thought it all came within the flow of the game, and I mean, he's playing with tremendous efficiency and tremendous confidence right now, and even in the course of that game, I thought there was a couple times he could have pressed. I mean, he took a tough 2-for-1 at the end of the first half, and I talked to him about that. He knew it wasn't right. So he's really, I mean, he's a special player. I mean, like I've said earlier, I mean, he looks every bit the part of a first-team All-American to me.
All right. Thanks.
You guys are easy tonight.